Hey, what's up? It's the Game Time Guide, and today we're going to be going over our mock drafts, just the top 10 for the 2021 NFL Draft. Um, Number one, I don't think we really need to say anything about it. It's Trevor Lawrence, easy from Clemson, quarterback. We all know that.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Number two, I have Zach Wilson from BYU, but the thing is, or actually, you know what? Tell me who you got first.
I actually have Justin Fields, in my opinion. I think he's the better prospect, and I think he'll have the better NFL career. What about you?
Yeah, so the thing is, Fields is slightly more gifted physically, like in terms of arm strength, his running ability, but not by much. And I think Zach Wilson's better mentally by a much bigger difference than that. I'm not saying he's perfect, but he's better than Fields. And when a quarterback like Fields isn't the best in terms of IQ on the football field, it's better when the head coach is very smart offensively and can help him out. But the thing is, the Jets just hired a defensive coordinator as their head coach, so I don't think Fields would be a good fit for them. So I got Zach Wilson. Who you got at number three?
At number three, I have Smitty. I think people that actually put Jamar Chase over him are crazy. I mean, Smitty had one of the best receiving seasons of all time, and I Jamar Chase is good, but I think Smitty will have the better pro career. He's just all around a great talent. I don't think Dolphins could pass up on someone as good as him. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with that. The Dolphins need some weapons to help Tua out. So I think they'll go Smith. Everybody's problem with him is that he's too small, and he's just going to get bodied in the NFL. But if you watch his tape, he can. It's true that he can get knocked off his route pretty easily if the
But
corner
I
gets
mean,
there.
he
If they
can
get,
make contact catches pretty
yeah,
well.
yeah. But if the corner gets their hands on him early in the route, then it's kind of hard for him. But the problem is nobody can even get their hands on him because his release and route running is just way too good. So he's just a can't miss prospect, and the Dolphins definitely won't miss him.
Definitely.
At number four, you had Fields at two, and I had Zach Wilson at two. Did you have Zach Wilson going at four?
So for number four, I had something interesting going on. So coming from a Falcons fan, I think if Fields is here, they take him, and I don't think he'll be here. So I think the Falcons will actually trade down with the Carolina Panthers, flip 4 and 8, and I think the Panthers will end up selecting I think the Panthers will end up selecting Wilson at number four. I don't think Lance is the best fit for their team, considering they just had a mobile quarterback and it didn't work out the greatest. I know Cam did, but I don't know if they want to keep that trend, and I think they want more of a good pocket passer that's more accurate. So I think they trade up and get Zach Wilson. What about you?
Yeah, so I had Fields going to the Falcons at four. I already explained what I think of him, but I think Fields going to the Falcons, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Because, like I said about somebody who's challenged on the IQ side of the game, them having a good like offensive minded coach would help them out so much. And the Falcons just hired Arthur Smith, who literally turned Ryan Tannehill into a top 10, top 15 guy. Not to mention Fields would get to sit behind Matt Ryan for a year or
Exactly. That's what
two.
I was gonna say. Yeah, that'd be really good for Fields.
Yeah, both of these things would help him out in that area. And I just think, and all the weapons and talent, obviously Julio, Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, they would be Fields with this team could be really good. Number five, I'm just gonna say mine. I got the Bengals taking PENEI SEWELL. It's pretty easy. They need
Same
offensive
here.
line help. Yeah, same with you.
I mean, Joe Burrow, he's gonna be out of the league by like 25 if this keeps up. Just
Mm-hmm.
gets harassed every play, and Sewell's too good of a prospect to pass up on. So yeah, I got the Bengals taking Sewell.
Yeah, go ahead and give your six.
Six, I got Jamar Chase. I've seen some mock drafts have them drafting SURTAIN or some other cornerback, and I think they would be so stupid to draft a corner instead of Chase. He's by far, in my opinion, the best receiver on the board. I think him and Smitty are in a league of their own, and then I think it's everyone else. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. Clearly, Eagles aren't the best at drafting, so hopefully they don't mess this one up and they select Chase at number 6.
Yeah, I also have the Eagles taking Jamar Chase. Philadelphia is sort of in a spot right now where they have too many holes in their team for them to have like one specific need where they just need to chase a position in this draft. So that means they'll probably go best player available, other than quarterback, of course, because Jalen Hurts. And I think Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Kyle Pitts, any of them would work here. I wouldn't be mad. Maybe Micah Parsons too. But Jamar Chase is who I have them taking here. And at number 7, I have another receiver being taken right after him. I got Jalen Waddle. I think it's possible he has a better career than DeVonta Smith. And it's possible he's the best receiver in this draft when it comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean the Lions just aren't gonna pass up on him.
So my number 7, I have Parsons, and the reason I actually highly disagree with you for the Lions taking Waddle. The receiver core is not the problem. They have T.J. Hawkinson, who's a top 8 tight end in the league. They have Jones and Galladay. They can't seem to stay healthy, but when they are, that's a really good duo. I think they should take Parsons. That defense is horrendous. That is why the Lions have never won anything ever, because their defense is always so bad. The Lions have always had good receivers for the most part. I mean, Calvin Johnson was great, and they just cannot win anything without a good defense. So I've been drafting Parsons, switching up the pace there in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, I Parsons would be a better fit like for them in terms of what they need the most. But the Lions are obviously in the start of a rebuild right now. And when you're in the start of rebuild, like I said for the Eagles, all you want to do in the draft is just collect talent. That's what teams like the Saints have been doing. And they get all these guys, they just pick best player available, and they end up just with numbers and numbers of guys who can do anything on the field. So I think the Lions will just go best available. And I
Bro, the
think
Lions been rebuilding for the past like 2 decades.
I know, but they just traded Stafford, so
Yeah, true. I
it's
mean,
different now.
6-10, 4-12.
Yeah. All right, at number 8, I got Kyle Pitts from Florida. I find myself putting a lot of pass catchers early in the draft. It's not that the Panthers are lacking in anything like the Lions. They have guys that can catch the ball, DJ Moore. I think I might have just messed up. Whatever, I'm tired. But Kyle Pitts is a guy that, like Jalen Waddle, he just cannot be missed. He's a tight end, but he plays like a receiver, and he can line up at tight end. He may end up being a wide receiver, but he's just way too good to pass up on.
Hold on, I have a question.
Mm.
So is this in the case that the Panthers trade for Watson?
Mine?
Yeah. Is this in the scenario that the Panthers trade for Watson?
If they trade for Watson, then they won't have the 8th pick.
True. Okay, so you have them. Do you think they keep Teddy Bridgewater then for another year?
I'm not.
I don't see it happening in any scenario. I think they either draft a quarterback or I don't know, they get Deshaun.
Well, like what you said, if they're planning on not keeping Teddy Bridgewater, they'll do whatever they can to trade up in the draft to the top 5, top 4, and hope to get Fields or Wilson.
All right, so for me at number 8, I have Gregory Rousseau. And I'm not gonna lie, I do not know much about this guy, but I know the Falcons love to take pass rushers that no one knows about and make them irrelevant in the NFL. I mean, Tack McKinley, sheesh, bro, that man is having a horrendous career.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think this is what the Falcons take, and I think they also get another pick, maybe in the early second round from the Panthers. But I think if this is the Panthers pick, they take Trey Lance without a question. I know he's a mobile quarterback, but I just think he's the best on the board available. If you're gonna do it in a year as stacked as this class, you go now.
Yeah, I did debate having Trey Lance instead of Kyle Pitts to the Panthers because, yeah, they do need a quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater's not going to be the guy for much longer, if any longer at all for them. Broncos and Cowboys, I think we both have the same guys here. Both teams need corners, so I had SURTAIN ahead of Caleb Farley. So I had Surtain going to the Broncos and Farley going to the Cowboys. What about you?
I had whichever pick is first. I had Surtain going over Farley. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about Farley. I just think Surtain's the best corner in the draft. He goes up against the number one WR and CFB on every single team, every single week. Plays in the best conference in college football every single week, and he's improved so much from year 2 to year 3 in his college career. Like in games against LSU, I remember against Burrow, he cannot guard them, but I mean he just shuts people down this year, and I think he's too good of a person to pass up on. Now I do see the possibility that the Cowboys take Farley because they did just take another Alabama corner, Trayvon Diggs, and I mean he's playing average, but their secondary was horrendous last year, so they might want to change of pace.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of casuals out there just bashing Surtain because they watched the SEC championship. They saw him get beat once by Kyle Pitts, and they think he's trash now. That's
Yeah, and
just
they
not
think he's
true.
going to be guarding a tight end every single play. I mean,
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
not that kind of cornerback.
there's not many guys out there that have the speed of a receiver and are 6'5". I mean,
Yeah.
he's the number one corner in the class for me. As for Caleb Farley, he's a guy who has a ton of potential. He can be that lockdown guy for the Cowboys if they end up taking him. But he seems a little sloppy. Like he's really athletic and he relies on that a lot. But as for him like playing the corner position, he just seems a little sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's gonna do it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below your top 10. Just tell us what we missed as well, like usual. Thank you.